Buying stock for as little as $1? What is this madness? Big brain investors, welcome back to the channel where we cover investment strategy and the latest market news. My name is Nate and I will be your host for this video. Today we're going to be talking about how to buy stocks like Tesla for as little as $1. No credit needed. Okay, so this is one of those tricks and tips that every new investor needs to know. So we're going to go into story time here. You are a big brain investor. You know the wisdom in long-term investments and the fat stacks of cash it can bring. You also appreciate videos that help make you millions. As such, you go through the 3 key steps of appreciation and smash the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And remember, the good luck karma god is watching. Based on your research, you have identified what you believe is the right company that you want to own shares in. However, when you look up the stock price of the company, you find out the shares are valued at more than you currently have to invest. So what options do you have if you want that stock? Well, you could save money until you could afford it, or you could borrow money from someone else you know, maybe? And I guess another option is you could just acknowledge that only rich people can afford those kinds of stocks, and the big brain investors who are poor will never be able to purchase them. Historically speaking, those used to really be your only options. But now you can buy into most major shares for as little as $1. This will get you a fraction of the share. So how does this work? Let's say you wanted to buy a share worth $1,000, but you only had $1. When you buy $1 worth of $1,000 stock, you then own 1/1000th of a share, or 0.001 shares. Okay, that wraps up our story about how you, as a big brain investor, can get fractional shares. So what do you do now with this power? Well, now for anyone who can sign up with a broker, you no longer have an excuse not to invest some of your money on a regular basis. If you want to invest your money on a regular basis, then the easiest way to do that is to basically make your money disappear before seeing it in your paycheck. So, your paycheck comes on the 1st, you have an auto transfer over to your brokerage account on the 1st. Or you can go to your HR department and even have some of your paycheck deposited, like a percentage of your paycheck deposited directly to that brokerage account. That's what I recommend you do. Then as you're at your leisure, you can log into your brokerage account and buy whatever stock it is you want to buy. Now, this strategy, it works really well with good long-term investing because when you log in, you'll see the investment continuing to grow, and it feels really good to see that. You've been going for 1, 2, 3 years now, and every month you've been doing your due diligence and logging in and depositing that $100, and pretty soon you start to see, well, I'm depositing $100, but man, this last month it's grown $100 or $200 or $300 even on its own, and that feeling starts to really feel good and really helps validate what you're doing here, and that you're actually getting richer, and you're building wealth that you're going to be able to retire on. And the idea here is it continues to snowball at such a level that no longer is it just like growing by hundreds of dollars a month, but thousands and tens of thousands of dollars a month. And yeah, people get up to hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars a month. I mean, that takes a lot of investment and a lot of time, but it can be done, and it can be done by regular people as well. Long-term investment is really something that anybody can do, but you just have to have the patience and discipline to do it. And I'll have another video about that later in the future. So I guess we have some questions about, like, what happens if you own a fractional share and that share goes through a stock split. So there's a 1-to-2 split. So everyone who owns 1 share now owns two shares. Well, that works the same way with fractional shares. If you own half a share, then all of a sudden you will now own 2/2 a share, which is 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1 whole. So 1 whole share. And you get all the benefits of that 1 whole share, and you're no longer in the fractional share category. Now, what happens if that same stock goes and pays dividends to all their shares? Now, if you own a fractional share, let's say you own half a share again, and the stock pays 10 cents per share, then you're going to get 5 cents if you own half a share. And it's basically as simple as that. And you'll still get included in those dividend payments. Okay. Now, one thing to note is not all brokers support fractional shares yet. I know Webull doesn't at the time of this recording. TD Ameritrade doesn't. They're being purchased and going through a process. So within the next year or two, they will. So if you're really looking for a broker that can do it, you can go with Robinhood if you don't mind the whole GME, GameStop debacle. Or you could go sign up with Fidelity, and I know they support it as well. You can do a quick search on the web. There's lots of brokers out there that support it. It's kind of new within the past few years. It's a new feature in the industry, but there are a lot of people out there, and it's really a great feature. It really allows you to invest in those companies with great fundamentals that really have a potential to grow and you know are going to do well, so you don't have to buy into these small companies and just hope they're doing well. You can now invest in those big, giant Google, Apple, Tesla, Amazon stocks that are really expensive. You can even invest in some of the ETFs out there and the indices with this same method as well. So go ahead, let me know in the comments below what stock is going to be your first fractional share stock. I want to know. I want to see what it is you've been eyeballing and hope to get into first. And if you like this video, take the time to, again, like, share, and subscribe this video. When you do like that, you're telling YouTube that, yes, I thought this was great. And not only do I think this is great, I think other people want to and should know about this. And if other people are out there investing, then that helps everyone grow. So the more people who are investing in the market, it's better for everyone. So if you like this video, go ahead and do it. I'll be making more of these videos in the future. And you'll not want to miss out on my future videos. They have some great proven strategies on making millionaires out of people as well. And until next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.